Oceania Cruises, Allura Class Accommodations, a cruisinwithted.com production.
Today we have the pleasure of speaking to Oceania's only Stephen Tubman. We're going to talk about the new Allura Class and Vista and its cabin categories. Go ahead, take it away, Stephen.
Thank you for having me, Ted. It's always my pleasure. I love talking about Oceania and especially our newest ships, the Vista and soon to be Allura, which starts to set sail this summer in July. It had been since 2012 since we came out with the Riviera. These ships hold just about 1,200 guests, and our longtime passengers with Oceania are very excited about these two new ships. I did just want to kind of start with kind of what Oceania Cruises stands behind, just in case, give you a little familiarization with the company. Small ship luxury, as I mentioned. We have smaller ships. The largest ship is the Marina and the Riviera. They hold 1,238 guests. The Vista and the Allura hold just about 1,200 guests. So you're not having to wait for an elevator. Embarkation and disembarkation is a breeze. These are very wonderful, beautiful ships. I feel like after trying this product, I'm definitely spoiled. My favorite statistic with Oceania Cruises has to be for every 10 guests, there's one chef on board our ships. And that leads into the real hallmark of the brand, which is the cuisine. Anything food and wine related, think about Oceania Cruises. We invest very heavily into the ingredients of our food. We pride ourselves behind all of our specialty dining venues on each of our ships that are included in the price. In award-winning itineraries, we're never stagnant here at Oceania Cruises. We change our itineraries every single year. We have more than 600 alluring destinations around the entire world. Australia, New Zealand, Iceland, Greenland, a lot of Mediterranean voyages, Africa, South America. We have beautiful voyages that go through the Panama Canal. We have fall foliage that do New York to Montreal, Alaska, for example. The newest class, our Allura Class ships that I really want to highlight and talk about today, again, consist of the Vista, which started to set sail in October of 2023. You can see we have the beautiful 18-hole putt-putt course, long, spacious balconies, and its sister ship, the Allura, debuts this summer, this July. In the top left there, you can see it's our private concierge spa level terrace, which has the long rectangular pool with the cascading waterfalls. Beautiful, beautiful staterooms that I kind of want to just go over today. It was on Ted's request to see what these different categories look like and offer. So on the Vista only, we do have concierge level solo veranda cabins. So you're getting all the concierge level benefits and amenities, and it's perfect for the solo traveler. It has the slightly smaller bed, but you're still getting a very beautiful, spacious room with the full-size balcony. Just a great way, for the guests to travel alone and still have a wonderful trip. The category B5, our French verandas, just consist of, as it says in the name, the French veranda. So it's a small, about, I'd say, 2-foot balcony that you can step out onto, just stand and, kind of rest your arms and take a good view of the ocean or the port that you're docked in. Beautiful, new, large walk-in showers. I like to work out and lift weights, and I'm able to move freely inside these wonderful showers. And then we move on to the category B1 through B4, which has our veranda staterooms. So this is the lead-in, main balcony accommodation with more than 290 square feet. You're getting, again, a great, beautiful bed, a beautiful view from your balcony, and a nice, spacious bathroom. And then next would be the concierge level. So you are getting the concierge level benefits and amenities. We have a private concierge area where you can actually speak with one of our staff members. They can help you with dining reservations, shore excursions, anything you'd like. We usually have some nice tea and coffee, and usually we'll have maybe some freshly made finger food sandwiches or other types of canapes that'll be available inside of the concierge room, as they call it, or the executive concierge lounge. You're getting upgraded toiletries in your stateroom, in your bathroom, I should say. You're getting a lot of different amenities, and me and Ted can send you a full list if you need. Next would be the Penthouse Suites. So the Penthouse Suite, the main benefit, aside from the fact that it's a larger space with the nice walk-in closet, you're getting the butler service. The butler service is phenomenal. They can do almost anything for you. I recently had the pleasure of going on a voyage with my family, and my wife and I were upgraded to a penthouse suite. The butler, he brought me canapes every day. I love having sushi. He would bring it before cocktail hour, so I'd have a nice, plate of sushi before I went to have a nice cocktail with my family. It was kind of quiet in the stateroom, and I kind of like having a nice background noise while I sleep. He brought us a standing Amazon Basics fan. So a nice rotating fan he brought into our stateroom for us, and I got to enjoy that nice white noise while I slept comfortably in this wonderful mattress. Again, very spacious, larger balcony, larger room, 440 square feet for the average penthouse suite. Now we're getting into some of the larger, beautiful, distinctive suites that we have to offer. The Oceania Suite, as you can see pictured here, approximately 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. Each of the 14 Oceania Suites radiate an ambiance of exquisite residential luxury, as it says. We're getting into beautiful, beautiful accommodations. And as you can see, it even has its own spare room with a couch and a television. If you just want a little, getaway and have a little private area. Very long, spacious balcony. Next would be the Vista Suites. This is going to be on the corner of the ship. You're getting that long wraparound balcony. Beautiful, beautiful accommodations again. You're getting a huge bathroom, as you can see pictured here, with the two sinks. So you're gonna have space for you and your spouse or your significant other. When you walk into this suite, you actually have a guest bathroom. So if you host a cocktail party or just have guests over, to join you, you have an area where they can use the restroom as well. I mean, these are just beautiful, beautiful accommodations on board these two new ships. But we saved the best for last. On all of our ships, we have what's called the owner suite, but we took it up another level for these two new ships. The owner suite on the Vista and soon to be Allura are fully furnished by Ralph Lauren Polo, as you can see with all the furnishings with the red, white, and blue. I mean, this is the creme de la creme of what we have to offer here at Oceania Cruises. You can see, on the right-hand side in the middle there, a huge walk-in closet where you have an area where in the middle there, it's like a small, dresser where you can keep jewelry and whatever you'd like to keep. We have the big spacious bathroom with floor to ceiling windows, the whole living room, also fully furnished by Ralph Lauren. Just an amazing accommodation. If you need any information, you can reach out to me or Ted. We can provide you with all the details. And I did just include just a couple pictures. These pictures were actually sent to me by some of our guests that got to recently go on the Vista. That's the grand staircase on deck 5, just so you can see how beautiful and luxurious the ship is, and the wonderful swimming pool. That is our top, pool deck. I mean, it's just beautiful. These ships, I've been in the industry for, I'm going on 8 or 9 years or so. My father's been in the industry for over 40 years. I've been on a lot of different cruises, as Ted knows. And, the Vista and the soon-to-be Allura, they are two of the most beautiful ships I've ever seen in my life. We have evening entertainment on board all of our ships as well. We have casinos on board all of our ships. So there's a lot of great things you can do. Not a lot of kids. There's not really anything for kids to do. The average age on board would be 55 to 60. But again, we have wonderful evening entertainment, Broadway-style shows. We have beautiful lounges throughout all of our ships where you can get a nice cocktail and enjoy some live music. It might be a string quartet, maybe a pianist. We have the artist loft as well. The artist loft is where you can actually, participate in art classes. On these two new ships, we have a full culinary center as well. So it's for 24 guests at a time. We have different classes you can choose from. Maybe it might be a brunch class or the Mediterranean seafood feast, for example. Please don't forget to reach out to Ted if you have a new reservation and you're interested in doing a culinary class. I promise you they sell out. Wonderful cocktails to choose from. I personally had the experience of going on the Vista for a 3-day trip just to kind of try it out. And I had my new favorite cocktail, which is called the Benevolent Dictator. It consists of a special red blend of red wine frozen into a ball and then mixed with a special bourbon. And I thought that was a little strange, red wine and bourbon, but it was delicious. They put it in the glass enclosed box and filled it up with the hickory smoke. It was amazing. Don't forget the value of working with someone like Ted Karbowski. Don't leave home without him, as it says. He's getting you exclusive amenities. He knows so much about the product in Oceania Cruises, and we have a good relationship, so he can always reach out to me as his business development manager. It's just so worth it to have someone like Ted in your back pocket. He also gets access to exclusive amenities through his partnership with Signature. So there's special Signature hosted sailings as well that we can look into, where he's getting extra shipboard credit, for example. Just another amazing benefit of working with Ted and myself. So I thank you guys so much. I'm just happy to be here always for Ted and happy to go over anything Oceania Cruises.
Thanks so much, Stephen. A great job as usual. Yeah, reach out to me for help with your next cruise.
Thank you, Ted.
Okay.
Ted thanks you for watching and asks you to subscribe to Cruisin' with Ted on Facebook and YouTube.